Hey there, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Europa Universalis 4, the Luck of the Irish, playing as Offaly. So with Sligo as our vassal, Sligo, I have no idea what you're supposed to pronounce this, but anyway, with them as our vassal, we have now united the entirety of Ireland, minus Dublin, which is still in control of the English, who are our allies, at least for the time being. So that's all looking good. We've got a long truce timer before I'm going to be able to do anything here against Scotland. That's going to get very annoying very quickly. And now, we're in this really unenviable position where I have a lot of rebels that are looking to fire up and 0 manpower, which is going to be a wee little bit of a problem. We could give some autonomy, and that obviously sucks my economy away, but it saves me at a time when I really can't afford to deal with any more rebellions for now. So I'm going to go ahead and raise autonomy in at least a couple of places, as these guys are getting dangerously high, at least until I get my manpower back up to full strength. Once I've got full strength units, I don't mind backing off for a bit. We are going to try to reduce my army maintenance in the meantime, and start building up a little bit of money. Now, as far as where we continue expanding while we are waiting for our truce with the Scots to expire in 11 years, I feel like we might as well try to attack the island of Man, who it says has 0 soldiers and 2 provinces that I want. So if we can spy on this and build up some transports quickly, maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to snag some of this. I mean, England and Scotland can't do anything. It's really a question of whether they train up any troops or not. And if they don't, I just land, I take, I win. Boom. It's about as good as it gets. The Isles has 1,000 troops too. I mean, I'll happily spy on all of these guys. I'm going to continue currying favors with the English for now, though. I might have to ask them for either money or for manpower. One or the other. I don't know. Any other really good options for some advisors? The production efficiency and tax guys won't do a lot of good. They will not pay for themselves. What we'd be getting is some additional admin power, which is not the worst thing in the world. I guess I'll take a little bit of papal influence. Sure, that's okay-ish. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying anymore. Gosh dang it, I lost my complete train of thought. Regardless, now, see, sometimes when I say something like that, like regardless, like it tricks my brain into starting over. Anyway, I am building up some transports. We're going to try to take this territory. At least I'll have something to do. I lost one of my really good generals. That's unfortunate, but we're left with the fire value guy, and that's okay-ish, I suppose. I'm watching these rebels to make sure no one gets up to 90%. Once they do that, I'll probably just go ahead and have to raise autonomy, and hopefully that solves itself at some point. Let's go for a little bit of extra money. I think that's probably a fine investment. I would like to take my current navy and get an extra trade ship or 2. So we'll go ahead and spend some money on that, but let's also keep in mind I should probably be paying off... I don't have any loans. Never mind. No loans is a good thing. That maketh me very happy. I like that. Okay. Cool. Well then, never mind. We'll just sit back and we'll wait for our ships to build in the next 3 months. We'll wait for a claim to be built up in the next, about 5 or 6 months, probably, close to that. And we'll just try to take some more territory. We do have a looming disaster. I think that's where I was going toward. The Peasants' War. And we can solve that simply by going up to stability of +1, I believe. And that should solve that issue. So it's not a huge deal. It's more there to scare me than anything, or punish me if I'm too stupid to pay attention. Which, I mean, let's be honest, I have been known to do on more than a few occasions. I can be big stupid. It does sometimes happen. We're gonna go ahead and raise up that army maintenance once again and start moving my troops over here with the goal of moving into Man the second that we have the opportunity, which should be coming up in just a moment. Get that morale up. We have, I think, 1 more month to go, and then I'll probably split some troops off and land here. There is a capital fort, but they don't take a lot of troops because it doesn't have an actual fort. Only 3 should be all we need. What's your highest development? I see 3 there and 3 there, so it doesn't really matter is what you're telling me. Cool, we'll go ahead and take this. And let's see, how long until your truce expires? We could wait until I have a claim on both, but like, it's only 3 dev. Is it that big of a deal? I don't feel like it is. I really wish I had a national unrest guy, by the way, as an advisor. That would have been pretty darn nice. Yeah, no, I think we just go ahead and attack. So we'll do that. I'm gonna split the troops, the fleets, I should say, and we're gonna take off, let's say, 2,000 troops here, plus 2,000 troops here. We're going to declare our war right away before any allies can get involved in this. And then we're going to take you, dock you up, move here. Okay, why are my transports not doing anything? Hang on. I need you guys to go ahead and land them here. The other ones, get back up over here. Pick up 2,000, drop them off, hopefully before they have a chance at reinforcing. I don't know if we're going to be able to arrive on time, but we will see. They're going to be fielding on July 4th. We arrive... Okay, we're going to have to fight. Yeah, they're going to try to train up some troops. Okay. If that's the case, then... Can you grab the fleet, please? We should grab full-strength troops rather than the weak ones. That way we have maximum opportunities to actually, you know, kill these guys. Alright, get back up over here. Transport, land. We should be able to win this. I say should. They have very little morale. We're already landing over here, so that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and take off, let's say, another 1,000. Maybe a little bit extra infantry just to be safe, and land here. And we're going to go ahead and start sieging down their capital fort. And there we go. Alright, so that is the end of that war. Now we're going to go ahead and start spying on you next, with the goal of grabbing that before the Scots are able to do literally anything else. You guys are ready to stay there, actually. No reason to head back home quite yet. And then we'll just dock up with our navy, and we are good to go for a little while. You guys do not need to be at home right now. They have no navy, so you might as well just continue to protect the trade in this area. I needed to get up to 15% over here, and we're not quite getting to that point, are we? I need a little bit more trade in the North Sea. Best thing to do, just take Lothian from the Scots. Next war, I absolutely want to take these 3 provinces if possible. That's like the highest possible value. Gib. Hey, question, English, my buds. Hi, can I have soldiers? 894 soldiers, that's very few soldiers. I guess I don't have to ask them for anything right now. It's not the top priority. Oh, we should probably blockade over here and just help with that. Make sure we can take this down. Kent gets somebody. Cool. Oh, dang it. I wasn't paying attention, and now we got rebels I have to go deal with. That's fine. It's fine. Execute the official. I am not losing a stability. Thank you very much. Let's have that not happen in Ulster, please. Got a core. Excellent. Could turn something into a state. I actually did turn this into a state at the very tail end of the last video, if you'd missed that, so we'll have a little extra economic value coming out of that. Come on, finish this up. Innovativeness. I need some legitimacy, to be honest, so we're going to go ahead and take that. I don't value 1 innovativeness very highly. I really don't. Can you please take the fort? I'm really tired of how often I get to forts at 49% and then nothing happens. Get very tired of it. Thank you. All right, now we go ahead and start transporting troops over here because we're going to be going to war against these guys in just a moment. So the war against Man, the Isle of Man, is over. I shall be taking this for myself. Hope you don't mind, England/Scotland. Mwah, 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 mwah. 15 ducats. It's not a lot of ducats, but I'll take it. Doink. Okay, that's a little bit more territory for me. Very cheap. We'll take it. Get these troops in position. And guess who's got a claim ready to go to war over here as well? Again, only 3 dev, but that is just fine and dandy with me. You want an alliance? No. Okay, what do you mean we have a truce? When do we have a truce expire? Oh, right, I forgot we were fighting against you when we took on Scotland. Never mind, we can't do anything against you for the next few years. Okay, with that being said, then we transport our troops over here. I am going to raise autonomy preemptively here and let this start ticking down, by the way, because I have no interest in transporting troops to deal with rebels. That's a pretty terrible deal for me. Why am I not able to group these guys up? Oh, because we're trying to drop off the last of these troops. Perfect. Okay, got it. 9,000 troops, and we march down over here. I finally am in the positive when it comes to manpower. That's about to get lost immediately. But we deal with them, no problem. Got it. Burgundy and England are rivals. Unfortunate. Sometimes England and Burgundy be friends, but... Actually, no, wait, I'm sorry. This is exactly what I want. I was going to say we want to fight France. No, I'm so used to fighting France when I'm living in the British Isles. That's not what I want. I would love for Burgundy to help me kill England someday. So you know what? We start improving relations with Burgundy. See if we can get any additional friends. And after that, I guess... we can try building up relations with my vassal with the intention of annexing them at this first opportunity. You guys can go home. There's literally no wars to do for at least a while. What is this? Regency ends very soon. Oh, thank God, a regency is going to end. Hey, can I build something that would be helpful, like a marketplace? It would take 104 ducats, but building one here in Cork or Ayrshire over here would be great. So I will be doing that. Let us reduce my army maintenance since I do not need it. And I'm actually going to reduce my... No, I'm not going to reduce my naval maintenance. I'm going to mothball these ships and save a tiny bit of money that away as well. Okay, good. We're starting to make a little bit of progress here. This is where we're at the nation building stage of things. It's not the most fun, because it's not like we have much in the way of an economy, but, you know, we're trying. Let's boost that up, get rid of Ulster. Okay, so this takes care of rebel issues for a while. I can safely sit back and do absolutely nothing for a good long bit. Whee! This is fun! I'm having fun. I would like to train up some more trade ships. How close are we getting to that 15% that I'm looking for? Still got a ways to go, unfortunately. We can invest in some military tech very early. Thank you, but no. I have no interest in that. Trade efficiency? I mean, he is semi-cheap. 0.88. He's just not going to pay for himself because I make very little money out of trade. So, I don't know. It would be nice to be getting some extra admin power. I'll pick up an advisor, the national tax guy. He's the most likely to pay for himself to a degree. All right, so we now have a 3-2-3 leader and a marriage. And did I see a 1-4-3 heir? I did indeed. Terrible admin to look forward to. Leader maneuver will be nice at least. 15 years old. Long may he reign, I guess? I don't know. Not the best. Merchant effects. I guess I will take the mercantilism for free. I mean, all things being equal, neither of those would have gotten me very much money, so I might as well take the one that saves me 100 Diplo points. Am I right? I think that's the goal. When's the truce expire again? Remind me. 1473 is when I'll be able to fight these guys again. 1473 and 1471 for the Isles. So let's keep in mind, in 5 years, I can take advantage of that claim and go take these guys out and grab one more piece of territory. How's that looming disaster? We are up to 56%. I probably should not continue flirting with death, so I'm going to boost up that stability, which means this should start going down, right? No, it's just going to sit here for a while. It's fine, just don't let it get any worse. I guess. Declining power of the nobility. We've got 190 somewhat relations with my vassal. That should be enough for a bit. Could trade some favors for what? They don't have 43 ducats, so they can't do that. 858 manpower, trust, prepare for war. With nothing better to do, I guess I continue currying some favors. My goal is to use these guys in one good war against the Scots. I take these 3 provinces at a minimum. Scotland becomes easy for me. Scotland has an ally in Denmark? Don't like that. As long as they don't get France back, though, we'll have a chance at this. Anyway, we want to get Scotland to a point where they're so weak they can't get allies, and then we can take them on solo without any issue. That is the goal. And I think we can eventually get to that point. Let's go ahead and get myself another trade ship. Tech time, no thank you. Anyway, and then once we have finished our war against Scotland, that is when we will betray England and seek allies with literally anyone else. I'm thinking specifically France and Burgundy. We would be able to then rival England, and that should be fine. Brittany is allied to Scotland and is guaranteed by England and stuff. I don't see any advantage to rivaling them, that's the thing. Like, nothing good comes out of that, so forget it. We will send an insult to Scotland for fun. Doesn't get me anything because we have a truce. I don't get anything, but I just like sending an insult to Scotland. I really had no reason to do that, honestly. I had none, but I did it anyway, now didn't I? Interesting. France would love an alliance. The sooner we get that going, the sooner I can start getting some favors building up that I'll be able to use against England, but the more likely that England will then break their relationship off with me at a time I really can't afford that. So for now, we ignore that. We've got the royal marriage still with you, right? Yeah, so they're reserving a relationship slot for me, which means I think we're somewhat safe here. Somewhat. Only 10% control of the North Sea. That ain't enough. Generally speaking, you take power, but I'm going to take the mercantilism because I'm already getting close to capped and I don't have use for this much military power. So I guess I spend some of that to go ahead and just build up my military development in my capital. Might as well get a little bit of extra manpower generation, right? Seems fine. Maximum is 15,000. We're almost at a third of our manpower reserve again, which is okay-ish. I will say I love playing at speed 5 on my, my new computer. I say new, I've had it for a few months now at this point, but man alive, does speed 5 go pretty fast, at least at this stage of the game. It slows down quite a bit later, of course, but for now, we're pretty good. Maxed out with France, alright. Growth of cities attracts serfs. I would rather... All of this is terrible. I'm gonna take that. I do need to seize some more land, some crown land, very badly. The problem being that a lot of our people are upset. I could sell titles, but I will not be able to seize enough land to make up for it. So it's a way of getting more loyalty, but not necessarily enough of a way to fix this. What I'm going to do is raise up the army maintenance, because there's a chance that I am going to be fighting some rebels in a minute, and then we're going to seize some power. Again with this, huh? Diplo power has more use to me as far as getting some tech. So I guess I'll take that for the immediate benefit. It's not like we're going to get to the stage of the game where I really benefit a lot from mercantilism, right? I'm probably never going to get that far in before I get the admin tech 10. Hey, how are we doing as far as the institution, by the way? Yeah, not what we call very good. Yeah, I've got a pittance. If England can please embrace the Renaissance and give it to me, that would be awesome. Okay? That's all I'm saying. We're no longer ahead of time, so I guess we can take tech. Boop. And I'll take the admin tech. Boop. Before the price goes up too much more. And I do want to get probably economic ideas. The tax modifier is okay. Construction cost is okay. Inflation could help. Interest per annum. Monthly autonomy change. Maintenance modifier. Production efficiency. Development cost. Well, maybe not. Hang on. The thing is, if I go for economic, we're going to try to build up our fledgling economy, which is struggling. Trade is not going to get me a lot of value, and something I really need is a lot of money. The added advantage is if I then go for a military idea group afterwards, like quality or quantity, we might get some other good stuff. For example, the weapon quality standards for 5% discipline. That's pretty good. Or... quantity would get me force limit modifier. Alright, now I'm kind of second-guessing some of this. I do want to go colonization, but that's obviously not something I'm doing now. Diplomatic wouldn't do me a ton of good. Quality and quantity, I guess I could do. I think I will go with economic, but that's only because if there's anything I need right now, it's money. And kind of nothing else. It doesn't feel right, though. I don't know. Economics not going to do me a lot of good for a bit. It does mean we probably want to swap over to a admin focus as soon as we find ourselves with the opportunity to do so. Alright, so we're at full morale. Let's go ahead and seize some land. That did fire off only 2,000 particularists. That's very easy to deal with. We lower that army maintenance again. We're going to have some disloyal estates for at least a while. But we're getting up to 28% crown land. I want to get over 30% and try to get rid of some of these modifiers. Including a national tax modifier, which kind of hurts. Not much longer before we can go ahead and attack. I'm going to go ahead and start building out some additional claims against Scotland since we have some time to waste. England will easily be able to deal with these guys for me. I mean, in a one-on-one fight, I can handle Scotland. What I can't handle is Denmark. Plus all of their vassals. Though technically speaking... Wait, is Orkney Scottish? Oh, wait a minute. For some reason, I thought this stuff belonged to Norway at the moment, but it's not. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Everything's fine. I don't know. There's just not much to do right now. This is the slow period of the game. Very slow indeed. How are we doing on autonomy? It is very slowly ticking down. Very, very, very slowly. We have basically no autonomy there as a territory anyway. I'm going to get rid of the Scottish separatists preemptively. Maybe we'll be okay with some of these people, though. One thing I guess I could do over here would be to turn on the Trade Power Edict. It's not worth a lot. I don't think it's going to be worth much at all, actually, but it did technically get me a tiny bit of extra money. Alliance offer from France. I think we accept it at this point. Now, England is going to be angry about this for at least a bit. But I'm okay with it, I think. And now we can start building up good ties with France. Hopefully Burgundy becomes my backup ally after all is said and done. Truce with these guys ends when again? March. So we got just over a year before I have to worry about all this again. France could be a really strong benefactor. They could. They could be a very, very strong benefactor for me. And I'm hoping that that ends up being the right call. What's this gonna be? Irish America. If we are a colony, build a colony, get settler chance for 20 years. Yeah. Import potatoes? Oh, that's just insulting. Feels like a trope. A stereotype, a vicious stereotype against the Irish. Or something. I don't know. That might be completely fair. Alright, so the Holy Roman Empire is Austria once again. I gained some corruption. There's a regency in Austria. I'm kind of shocked that they are the Holy Roman Emperor, if there's a regency going on. People usually aren't big fans of that. They're fighting against Burgundy. Oh, is this the Burgundian inheritance? No, it's actually a Burgundian conquest in the HRE itself. Wow. Let's go for Diplotech, even though it is ahead of time. So that does get me at least a little bit of extra trade efficiency and some corruption reduction, which saves me a tiny bit of money. We are rooting out a little corruption, which is one of the reasons we're using up some of our cash. An agenda is about to expire. Look, I'd love to do something about it. I would, but I can't. So we're gonna fail this one, and we're gonna have some disloyal burgers again. Brech. I tried with the marketplace and some extra ships, okay? I did try. By the way, it would be very nice to develop Cork out, since it's the most valuable province I've got, probably. Yarn over here and cotton is gonna be good, but Cork has a copper mine. One of my only options for at least a little while. France is no longer a rival to England. Actually, England and France don't hate each other at all anymore. I can't decide if I'm happy about that or very concerned. I'm gonna go with probably kind of concerned. Let's get a claim on Lothian, so it'll be easier for me to take at some point. Probably can stop going for favors with England. Can I ask for anything from you? Ducats. 45 ducats. Yes, please. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and unmothball these with the intention of now sending my troops over here so we can fight against the Isles. Hi, Isles! We shall be friends. Very forcibly, we shall be friends. And we're going to go ahead and just improve and tops things off with England for a little bit, I guess. Might as well. Okay, and now that it is December, let's raise up that army maintenance, stop reducing corruption for at least a little while. Making 7 admin power per month ain't gonna cut it. Let's swap over to an admin focus at this point. We're getting enough military power to get tech. But the important thing is I get enough power to start getting my economic ideas worked on. Also, get the next level tech for a workshop, because that's something we're gonna need. I'm going to pull back my diplomat at this point because we're about to have an opportunity to go to war. That was it right there. England would be happy to join, but I don't need your help. You trained up more troops? Bold of you. Let's go ahead and now pull off most of the soldiers. Stop taking as much attrition. Send the fleet out in order to blockade, and boom. Okay. So we'll be bleeding a tiny bit of money going forward here. We're going to reduce army maintenance just a little bit. Enough to reinforce for the most part, but also enough to save myself a little cash. I would think that France will happily attack England at some point. I mean, they're going to want things like this over here, right? They want these provinces. Burgundy's going to want Calais. I mean, we might be able to convince them to join me at some point. I have a hard time believing we won't. How did your ships pop out over here? I don't know, but they did. Influenza! Hate it. Hate it a lot. Do I risk it? No. We'll just go ahead and spend the power and get rid of that. So the ability to fight Scotland will be firing off very soon. Now, it's going to be critical that I run in and take the provinces I need before England can siege them down. That's going to be important so that we don't have to worry about losing this important territory, which would be a good front line to then use against England going forward. Burgundy is still not considered a friendly nation. That's partly because they are rival to England, though. We'll go ahead and top off some relations with them. And what? Continue currying some favors, I guess, with England? There's really not much else to do right now, if I'm honest. A corrupt bureaucracy. Fascinating. How did that happen? Anyone want to explain? June. We need to declare war on Scotland basically the second we have the opportunity, before the English do it. Because they may decide they really want to go for it, and I really don't want to let them. Alright, so we're apparently fighting a couple of their ships. Don't really care too much about that. Gonna take their money, take their land. I haven't got a diplomat. Whoops. I guess we can sink their ship, see if we can capture one. We did not. Alright. Take that land. It is done. Excellent. Now we may move all the troops over this way, and I'm going to raise autonomy here so we don't have to worry about you, and we're going to core you. Perfect. Then we're going to reduce that army maintenance again. And I'm going to start currying favors with France now instead. How's that? I've got everything I need with England, and we're going to betray them immediately after this war. So, yeah, it seems reasonable enough. Now, fighting against England's going to be annoying because, obviously, they're going to have naval supremacy. One more reason it's so important to have this straight, so that I will be able to attack them when the time comes. Can I annex you? I can. Let's do it. Start the process of annexing my vassal. It'll take a little while, but that's fine. It's going to cost me a lot of diplomatic reputation, which hurts my ability to generate favors as well, but such is the way of things, I suppose. Lots of cardinals going to England. Oh my, I really hope you don't start your own separate church or anything, England. The king's reputation is tarnished. Oh no. Don't like it. I can train up more troops. Now, I can't train up very many because we've raised autonomy as much as we have, but I'll train up a little bit more. That obviously costs me more in terms of military maintenance when I have a very fragile economy, but if we can win this war, I think I'll be set enough economically that will be good for a while. So I'm not going to worry too much. Smugglers running rampant. Gosh dang it. Would y'all please stop it and go away? All right, 1 year to go. 1 year to go. And then we go to war against Scotland again. We're going to run in and take both of these, siege them down. If I don't take Lothian, it's not a big deal, but I cannot lose these. I need this. That's going to be part of the Lowlands state. So is Lothian, actually. This is a really weird-looking state. But regardless, take both of these, and I'll be in a good position to fight against England going forward. And then I'll probably end up having to have a second war against Scotland at some point. But ideally, they are weakened enough that it's easy for me to take them on. I just need to get a strong enough economy to get enough troops that I can consistently beat England, and then this achievement is basically over already. I mean, realistically, like, that's what's going on here. By the way, you guys need to go back home during a war, all right? I don't want you fighting against the Scots if we can avoid it. Shouldn't need this navy. Shouldn't. Could mothball. I'll keep them around just in case, though. Okay, it's January, going into February, go on into March. England, by the way, are you, like, fighting any wars, like, abroad or anything? No. How many favors I got with you? 17. How much does it take for me to ask you to prepare for war? 10. If I had a few more favors, I would ask them to prepare for war to guarantee that they don't start a war on their own. But there's no guarantee that that's going to work. All right. Raise up the army maintenance. It's time. We're going to take the navy out of here in just a moment before there's a chance of them getting killed. Could go for the economic ideas now. Questionable. We're gonna core some land, but I think I'll have enough time to get some admin power together as we fight. Because I think with Denmark being involved, it's gonna take a while, so I might as well start getting some taxes. Try to save my economy a smidge more. Got another core, so that's good. It had no noticeable effect on my income. We failed to meet the agenda. Not surprising. Let's summon them again and try for another round. At least we got them back into loyal territory. What do we got? Base tax. Own Sligrat. Where is that? Oh, I'm annexing these guys. I could do that. And then proposal of the burghers have a dock. No. We'll go for the proposal of nobility, I suppose. Not that they're the ones who are at risk, really, but that's fine. We are going to pull back a diplomat because the war is about to begin. Wait until June 1st. There it is. All right, I'm going to end this video here because now, obviously, the goal is to attack Scotland and boom, 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 before it's too late. They are currently overrun with rebels. There are only 7,000 soldiers here. You allied France again. Frick me. And France would defend them. Gosh dang it. Well, all of a sudden, this war doesn't look beatable anymore, does it? France, I'm rival to Scotland. Why did you do that? Oh, God. All right. I would need 50 favors to ask them to break their alliance. I think we now are in a position where I have no choice but to wait for France to get involved in some big war that I hopefully don't call me into, and then I have to go and fight Scotland alone. Either that, or we attack and pray that the British Navy is strong enough to ward these guys off while I get the ticking war score I need. That actually might work too. All right, we'll think about it. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.